The money has started to flow after the release of a federal budget filled with record spending. Hundreds of billions of dollars will be injected into the economy to try to minimise the damage of the recession. It's all built on tax cuts worth between $20 and $50 a week, wage subsidies of up to $200 a week for almost 500,000 young workers, $30 billion in tax incentives to get business investing, and a goal to generate 1 million jobs in 4 years. But it comes at a cost. There'll be years of deep deficits, with the national debt nudging $1 trillion within 4 years. National Affairs correspondent Greg Jennett begins our coverage.
Follow COVID rules, shield and cover from airborne droplets, overextend if you have to. And at all times, move and speak in unison with optimism.
We're going to feel even more confident about the future.
So you're with Channel 7, I believe, first.
Good morning, Prime Minister.
Scott Morrison, thank you for joining us.
Appreciate your time this morning.
It's their money. People can keep more of what they earn.
Hello, Mr Prime Minister.
We are talking big numbers.
The Brolly-based budget marketing's much like any other year.
We want to go. Okay,
But no government's ever had to sell a product quite like this before. The job creation, the wage subsidies and the tax cuts are meeting almost no resistance.
The sooner the better for that tax relief. We fully support the bring forward of stage 2.
Laws to enact the $17 billion tax cuts will pass the Parliament, and the extra $20 to $50 a week will land in pay packets once it does. But as for taxes already paid at the current higher rate,
That will be payable at the end of the year.
taxpayers will have to wait for a refund next July. Wage subsidies for young workers aged up to 35 come sooner, from today, raising questions about whether it skews the job market.
For young Australians who will be entering into the job market, it's going to be a lot harder.
Harder because the young will inherit the lot. When the debt piles higher,
Gross debt, it's $1.7 trillion. Mr. Speaker, in 2030...
is branded and then politically charged.
Racking up $1 trillion of Liberal debt during the Morrison recession.
He demonstrates, Mr Speaker, his lack of understanding of the Australian economy.
The political potency of this budget isn't obvious just yet. Judgments will come on results, probably around the middle of next year. Achieve the predictions on jobs and a return to growth, and the plaudits would follow. Miss them, and voter patience and gratitude would also be tested. Greg Jennett, ABC News, Canberra.
And the ABC's political editor Andrew Probyn joins us now from Parliament House. Andrew, the government's trying to inject some confidence into the economy. Has it done enough, do you think, to achieve a lasting recovery?
Well, we need it all depends on the assumptions, and their assumptions go from the lifting of borders, the fact that companies will invest billions, that consumers will spend their tax cuts, and a vaccine will be found. Now, even if all of those are realised, Australia is going to be a poorer, it's going to be a smaller and an older country for years to come. The immigration tap's effectively going to be turned off for 2 years, and that's given us such great firepower over the years. So we're going to have to find new and smarter ways of generating that economic growth.
Now, Anthony Albanese will outline his rival economic plan in his budget reply speech tomorrow. Any clues as to what he's going to announce?
Well, the context here is key. Billions spent yesterday. The coalition no longer allergic to debt and deficits. So Anthony Albanese might well go for broke. He's going to spend an extra $500 million in social housing, which might have been one of the lost opportunities in yesterday's budget. But the risk is that in the world of politics, the pandemic becomes a spending arms race. But luckily, Juanita, we're told that money has never been cheaper.
Andrew Probyn reporting there.